Good morning, ladies. This is Simon Perryman, the Discovery Scouts and Pirates of the Caribbean film series here. And today is most leave you to do something the most. Um, Today is gonna be the end of the April, so Benny's birthday is now. Today is Tuesday, April 28th, 2020. Um, my mom just left for work on Toshi teriyaki, and Bella's just feel better now for she's sleeping and go to working at sushi. So bento sushi when 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 the Bella works here, and the Meridian besides in the Emerald Ridge. Um, Frankie just left for for the schedules. For sometimes she works at the Tukwila Costco's for doing it stocking associates. Um, and then but I think my dad just basically while he's working at the Seattle post office. So it's about time, and my mom just left her there. She's been eating about her supervisor in the breakfast with my sister. She was going back upstairs. She was awake a lot. Um, she does and mentor for the reasons to be for the take criticize. So I didn't take criticize anymore. So I've been a certificate to the filling for the paperwork. So and my dad and I just figure out what just says 2 weeks in about given about $1,200 for and he called besides my social security, and he discovered we found it about all the money for the treasury for the discount. He discovers to his treasury for the Democratic Party, and Bernie Sanders and Mike Bloomberg just says we earn money from job, and we earn the money for the restaurants, stores, and even though the closed stores. However, we do to all the size. We could have Home Depots, Lowe's, Jack's Gas, Food Marts, and Walmarts, and besides a Target, and mostly it's very hardest as you can. Sorry, that's a her glass. Frankie just left here from about he left there about the midnight in the morning, and I didn't eat the breakfast, so I just ate the breakfast and lunch about Easter Sunday for about the last 3 weeks ago for the resurrection of the Lord. Um, so so I been give up bread. So I give up bread about the first time. Give up bread, the rice and bread. So I've been giving up for bread about give up for bread for rice, and the ramen for the first time. That's about my first time. I give up bread at about Ash Wednesday through Easter Sunday, Ash Wednesday through Good Friday. So I eat fish, salmon, codfish, and tuna. Also, it's okay today. So So the next year of 2021, so I be able to eat fish because I'm not I'm able to give up bread, rice, and ramens, ramens, and besides that I have. So Fridays, no meat for chicken, turkey, ham, lamb, steak, pork, and deer meat. And besides the animals meat on it, there's a moose. There's about the meat of the moose. There's no meat of moose, elks, bisons, and buffaloes, even wolves and bears, and just all of it. So only salmon, the fish, and codfish, and mostly the swordfish. It should be okay. Shrimp is all right, and I'll be okay with that. So Ash Wednesdays every Friday will be the next year during the Lent during the Ash Wednesday and Lent for during the Holy Week Lent. Um, so we plan to go to in the next year. We plan to go to the for the Ash Wednesday through Good Friday. That would be the 40 days and night 40 days. So that should be for the next year. That would be we give up bread for that would be we're gonna give up bread, we give up rice, and we give up meat for we give up bread and rice. Um, Mostly do we have bagels? We give up bagels and about during the Ash Wednesday and Sunday through Friday. So every Friday, so we don't eat meat. Jesus and one God, only one Jesus and one God says, eat some fish, eat some shrimps, eat some salmon, and eat some codfish, eat some tuna. It should be alright with you. So I'm gonna have to tell you about the storylines and about my first time for the Ash Wednesday to Good Fridays. So even though Ash Wednesday through Easter Sunday, so I eat some of those about mashed potatoes, potato salads. Um, I like potato salads. It should be good of it. So we do exactly what we're supposed to be to do. So about exactly what you eat about mac and cheese on it. It's pretty good on it. It should be okay. And if there's a problem, we should be on for the Wednesdays of Lent. It besides and the no meat on the deer, and besides and the meat for the chicken, turkey, lamb, ham, llama, steaks, pork, and the deer, and pork and deer, and mostly do. Every Friday we have to eat fish and salmons and shrimps and lobsters on it. I think lobster's pretty good on it, and octopus and squids is alright. Octopus and squids it should be alright, right? It has a no meat on it. Um, so I don't eat rice about for the first time for the every about Ash Wednesday to Good Friday for about 40 days, except the Holy Saturday and the Holy Easter Saturday's Holy Saturday Easter, and it's an Easter Sunday. So sometimes the Resurrection of the Lord I eat rice, um, fried rice and Spanish rice and Mexican rice, and although the octopus is rice on it, it's pretty good on it. It's pretty good during Easter Sunday on Resurrection of the Lord. So we did wanted to spend a lot of time with about Pacific Rim Buffet because my dad just underwent to Pacific Rim Buffet is closed during the COVID-19 on the coronavirus pandemic. Um, Jay Inslee orders to Lee orders it about stay at home orders it again at about June 4th. Um, the mostly they talk to the restaurant bars. He talked to the restaurant bar. He says June 4th that he could be one of a 30. That could be one of those about 31 days again. It is time for about this. It is time for around for the 31 days. Um, Lee, the governor, the Democratic Party, he just says one of the reissues of Russia, the reissues. The Washingtonians, we just said, but he just said he just wanted to stay at home orders again at about June 4th. The COVID-19 probably the ends of about September 1st, 2020. Um, might be go to the end of the summer in about 123 days. They've been locked down. And 2K21 is canceled too. But I've been looking for the wrestling point, and they call WWE talent relations, the vice president Mark Carano. He just says about superstars gets the terms about releases his contract. Luke Gallows, Carl Anderson, Drake Ramis stays into the WWE. Just stays in the WWE. Even Heath Slater was released. Sarah Logan, Tanera Conti. I don't know her. She was the NXT Women's Division. We just wanted to know. I needed to get some air and get some air on the outside. Alright. In the following week, and we're just doing it the seconds. We're just doing it all they have to do, we just take a time with about take a time with about the third Easter Sunday. It's mostly due. It's my problem is my dad and Frankie just my dad and brother just using and cooking about for the barbecue for the last summer 2019. Before repairing, he bears it and make it the hamburger meats, pork chops, steaks, chickens, and hot dogs. And even within the hamburger buns and the hot dog buns, that's a taste really delicious. Wish you're gonna try these ones. So I put mixed with the jambalaya rice and the Spanish and jambalaya rice and fried rice on it on the French toast. It's pretty good at. It's pretty very excellent, very excellent, good. And I took a bite on it. The mixed rice from the the jambalaya, the fried rice on it. Before I able to test it with the toast, with the top of the toast on it. That's really good. That's really good. It seems surprised to I didn't notice to we love to eat it the jambalaya, the fried rice on it. People loves to toast the mixed jambalaya and the fried rice on it. If I do it again, I wanted to do something about extreme most. Because I do the people. I didn't want to get the people to get about because they love people. Because they love people just eating it on it. Just take a time to surprise. So I took the bite on it, and bam, that's just awesome. But that is a good idea. That's a great idea. It's just things about surprise when you eat about chicken and shrimp fries and jambalaya rice with mostly do sausage on it and the chicken. Well, I didn't bring a I didn't bring a jambalaya rice on it. I'm gonna buy everyone a Walmart thing. I just put it the gloves and mask on it. I just put it the gloves and face mask on it, and I just took one of the 6 chewable vitamin C's. Take one pill, just one pill for the vitamin D. And that just really did. He just really did already. Frankie didn't. Frankie did take vitamin C's for the chewable for the 6. Frankie just literally just take 2 pills for take 2 vitamin D's just illegally just illegal. Taking the two vitamin D's, it wasn't illegal. I just took one of the vitamin D's. It should be legal. If that one should be one. That be once. For that one should be take vitamin D so just a 1. That should be legal. Take 2 about vitamin D's. That should be illegal. So take the 6 vitamin C's. That should be one of legals. So I took a 2. I should took a 2 the drink on it. It's pretty most of as good as a surprise. Surprising me as a surprise on it. Taking the drink of the vitamin C's is mostly important if you do drink on it with the strawberries on it. If you put a mix on it, stir on it with a cup. That should could be that makes you for the feel better for recovering for active cases. That should be very good on it. I regret those guys to even with the take care of about stay home and stay healthy and 100 days. That's gonna be a long periods because even the representative we shut down for the December 2019 during the COVID-19 on coronavirus pandemic on around the world. Even the 2019 or 2020 during the school year, we've been about evolution. I've been about evolution about last 10 years since I went to for the Fujita Junior High schools. So I was at the 8th grade when I went to the Mrs. Horn's class, Mrs. Davis, Mr. Coleman, Miss Loyan, Mr. Spears is science design, and pretty good teacher. So I respect him. So I respect him to those. I really have to cool down in about 380 days. It surprised to me one of those a lot of the young students, a lot of young students and peoples. Today is everybody grateful and calm. I may do with exactly what I supposed to means, what I have to supposed to do. So all this is if we can. I've been called out. I was about the end of the 7th grade. So I was there before I was at for 8th grade. I've been cooling down in about 230 in the range of the 265 days. And if I wanted to know, seeing surprised to wanted to make sure to watching my weights, and we wanted to eat salads with the chef. Wanted to eat chef salads. because my adapted to my friend was even though I thought about what I have to do something about the most storylines, most of the storylines that about the life of about for the 8th grade class of 2009 to 2010 school years. And Mrs. Belford was very grateful for me because I just cooled down. I respect them for about just a couple of things to do. I've been nice. To each other and about. I've been nice to each other for from the Miss Lawrence class. So even though the Rose, Emma, Jared, Donovan, because Anaya was not getting about taking criticized. We're probably not taking it anymore. Today is in the morning, the afternoon, and with the lights in the skies from heavens. But I saw the light from the sky, light of skies from heaven. And that's where angels, came down from heaven, and that's where archangels came down from heaven too. That's where God came down from the heaven. So I feel very great on it. I just wanted to know what it just says. I believe it would be good. I feel to understand. I just wanted to know to say goodbyes during the last day of schools. Give a shake hands and hugs and the group hugs anytime. We always being nice to each other. Have a great summer. But he says, remember, be nice. And it's just my my dudes, it's just my former dudes, just about I just wanted the people to say I'm not gonna be the bad guy anymore. So I just wanted to say for the great guys. And that's where I just wanted to let you know I've been blessing with you guys. All right. Thank you for the reputation too. Thank you so much for the repentance and long suffering and victorious and grateful. Enjoy. All right, guys. Don't forget to hit and subscribe for more content. Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Google, Advanced Cameras, Cockatoy, Cockatalk, Tumblrs, and Tumblrs and Igmors. Just please subscribe on Major Jugger Nuggets, Big Brother, Major Nuggets, Jesse Richway, Big Brother, Jeffrey Richway, Larry's Lounge, Larry Abraham, his son Tom Abraham, and Recycle Tom, and subscribe on contact to subscriber on Ronda Rousey. She lives in for the Riverside, California, on the Rousey Acreage on the farms. Subscribe on the WWE Network, and subscribe on to the every month. Subscribe on to the every month for the pay-per-views and the Money in the Bank right here besides on the top of the for the headquarters on the Connecticut. Feel free to watch. No fans allowed there on the WWE universe. Feel free to watch. Feel free to death. Don't forget to keep it regimented.